Hello and welcome back to the Creator's Angle. I'm your host, Big Phil. Let's address the elephant in the room. There used to be a stigma that real filmmakers don't shoot vertical video. That if you aren't shooting 16:9 horizontal is not cinematic. In 2025, if you still think that, you are leaving money on the table. Vertical video is not a fad. It is where the audience lives, whether it is YouTube Shorts, Reels, or TikTok. This is the modern arena. And I'm here to tell you, vertical can be cinematic. It all depends on you. Are you willing to put into the effort to shoot and log? Do you follow the 180-degree shutter rule? Do you color grade? If you want to survive in this market as a videographer, you need to offer vertical video to your clients. Today, I'm breaking down the tools I used to do exactly that, comparing my trusty iPhone 16 Pro against the brand new iPhone 17 Pro, and the tiny audio gadget that changed my mobile workflow forever. Before we talk about the phones, I see so many creators making basic mistakes when they're switching from a big camera to a phone. They treat the phone like a toy. They leave everything on auto. Here is a massive tip for my European listeners. If you leave your frame rate on auto, your video will flicker under your lights because our electricity runs at 50 Hz. You need to change your settings to 25, 50 or 100 frames per second. Use the cinematic tools available to you. Use the grid lines to keep your subject in the safe zones, so the UI of any kind of social media doesn't cover the face. Just because it's a phone doesn't mean the rules of filmmaking disappear. For the last year, I've been using the iPhone 16 Pro. And I'll be honest, for my YouTube Shorts and vertical content, this phone has entirely replaced my main camera. Well, in 80%. It's just faster and the quality is fairly incredible. The one feature that impressed me the most, and the reason I use it professionally, is the ability to film in a log profile. This gives me a flat image that retains so much dynamic range when I color grade it. It matches the footage from my Sony cameras seamlessly. Well, mostly when the lighting is good, but it's not perfect. My biggest frustration is low light, especially on the ultra-wide 13mm lens. The sensor is small. If I'm vlogging and I want to show the environment, I have to use the ultra-wide, but in dim light, it gets noisy compared to my Sony a7 IV camera. I have to use a portable LED panel to light my face, otherwise the quality just falls apart. So, the iPhone 17 Pro has just launched about 2 months ago. It boasts a 48 megapixel telephoto lens, improved Log 2 recording. But is it a must-have upgrade? If you have an iPhone 16 Pro or even a 15 or 14 Pro, then no. You do not need to upgrade. You're not going to lose quality by sticking with what you have. Here is the secret. You don't need an iPhone 17 Pro to get pro features. Download the Blackmagic camera app. It's free. It unlocks the cinema style settings that the native Apple camera app hides from you. It bridges the gap. The iPhone 17 Pro is a nice to have, but it is not a necessity for creating professional work. Okay, I just saved you £1,000 by telling you not to upgrade your phone. That's got to be worth a subscribe, right? If you appreciate honest advice that prioritizes your creativity over buying new gear, hit that subscribe or follow button right now. And on Spotify, answer the poll, do you shoot vertical video for your channel yet? Yes or no? Now let's talk about the piece of gear that is a must-have. We know audio is 80% of the video. When you're filming with a phone on a windy street, the built-in microphone is terrible. It picks up everything. I have been using the DJI Mic Mini extensively. It is small, lightweight, and sounds fantastic. But the best part is the form factor. The receiver plugs directly into the USB-C port on my iPhone and stays there. It doesn't hang off on a cable like some other microphones. It has solid, rigid connection. I can connect it in two ways, via Bluetooth directly to the phone or via the receiver. I prefer the receiver because it lets me use a safety channel preventing audio distortion if I get too loud. I was walking down a street recently, wind blowing, traffic passing, and the audio was crisp and clear. The phone mic alone would have been unusable. So let's look at the budget. If you have £100 to upgrade your mobile filmmaking game, do not buy a new phone. Obviously, with £100, you won't be able to afford it anyway. But first, spend roughly £50 on a DJI Mic Mini. At the moment, they're at a super price. It is super cheap for the quality you get. Second, with the remaining money, buy a good ND or CPL filter for your phone case. This allows you to keep that 180-degree shutter roll in bright sunlight, making your motion blur look cinematic and smooth. My final advice is this. It is not about the gear. It's all about what you have to say. I recently checked my analytics and I got more views from my vertical content filmed on my phone than I did from horizontal videos filmed on my high-end cinema camera. Starting a YouTube channel or building a presence has never been easier than it is right now at the end of 2025. Don't be scared, just pull the phone out of your pocket and hit record. I hope this episode helps you embrace the vertical revolution. I've put links to the DJI Mic Mini and the filters I recommend in the show notes below. Using those links supports the show at no extra cost to you. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, leave a rating, and verify your vertical status in a Spotify poll. Next week, we are building the ultimate audio setup. I'm doing a deep dive into the Rodecaster Pro and the Shure microphones I use to record this very podcast. Until then, keep creating no matter which way you hold your camera.